God, I just got up. Man, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing something that I've never done before. I went and picked up the oxygen sensor yesterday, and it seems I never done this before, so I took it to two different shops, and they tried to charge me $200 for a plug and play job. Now, the reason I found out it was plug and play was because of this. I don't know why I didn't think of getting one of these. I had one with my Honda Civic. Hang on, I got it somewhere. I think it's right here. Yep, it's right here. This is how I kept my Honda Civic on the road. I still got this thing. And I don't own a Honda Civic anymore, so. But yeah, yesterday I went out and I looked for the sensor. I found the sensor. It was bank 1. So the first thing I did was look for the cat converter. I found the cat converter and it was bank 1. Bank 1 is before the cat converter. Bank 2 is after the cat converter. So I found that and I traced the wire, the actual you know, you got the sensor, then you got a wire, then there's a harness attached to it that goes into the little plug. I traced it back to where it goes, and I was like, that's it? They tried to charge me $200 for this? I'm like, dude, this isn't even a 15-minute job. So I'm like, screw that. So I'm like, I'm gonna do it myself. So I went to AutoZone, picked up the plug. I got the big boy is somewhere. Yeah, it's in my tool bag. But I got the sensor socket, and I got the sensor itself. The sensor was expensive. I'm like, dude, the job it costs just as much as the sensor. So I'm like, man, screw that. So I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna install this thing myself. So let's get to it. Yeah, this thing covers the majority of Subarus from the 2002 to 2011. I have the 2.5 RS, so that's in here as well. I've already looked through the book. That's in here as well. So this is to how, because I know some Subarus, they like, when I looked on the internet trying to figure this out, you could almost find nothing. And I always tend to get those type of cars. Even when I just ordered a part from a place, I can't reveal that yet, they even said, dude, that's a rare model. I'm like, yeah, I guess it is. But yeah, this is how to change it for the 2.5 RS. It's in this manual, so yeah, let's get to it. Okay, what you essentially want to do is you have to let you gotta let the car warm up. Because what happens, that oxygen sensor, you know, due to heat and then by being cold, it expands and contracts. So it'll be hard trying to get it out doing this on a cold engine. So I'm gonna start it up, let it warm up, then I gotta flip the car around and get this sensor installed. And for shits and giggles, I might try to jumpstart this. I know the battery's dead because it's been sitting for, it's been sitting for months. So, and I even went out and got gas for it. So, I'm gonna try to start, it depends on how I feel. If this is a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna do it. But if I can get this done rather easily, I might just jumpstart this just so I can have, you know, just some extra content. But anyhow, let's get this thing warmed up. Okay, one thing that they, like, if you look on the internet and you look up things for the 2.5 RS, they don't really, you're not going to find anything. So I'm going to show you all my damn self. Now, if you look down in there, you see right where the tip of my finger is, that's the cat converter. Now, if you go a little bit further this way, you see what looks like a bolt down there? That's the oxygen sensor. That's the bank one oxygen sensor. And the actual the wiring harness is right there. So the only thing you have to do is just trace that wiring harness. It goes right there. You see right where that little greenish color is? That's the sensor. So it's basically just a plug and play. So let's get this car jacked up and let's get started. You're gonna have to literally get under the car to get this thing. But if you're getting under a car, safety first. If the jack gives out, I got the jack stand, so it's supported. The weight is evenly distributed. But the sensor is right there. It's right there. So, and I could actually literally reach it from here. So, man, let's get this thing installed. I'm bullshitting. Let's get this thing installed. As always, when you're dealing with anything electrical, disconnect the negative battery terminal. You don't want to short anything out, and above all, you don't want to get fried. So let's get that taken care of. You see, that shit was beyond easy. Just hit it with some good old-fashioned DW40 to break it, and you can literally twist this out by hand. Look at that. It's literally, you can literally twist it out. All right, but before we take this thing completely out, let's get to the top and disconnect that harness. Yo, this is a night and day difference. This is the new sensor. This is the old one. This thing is hella beat up. I don't think it's ever been changed. But getting this out, it was easy. It was probably one of the easiest things I've ever done. Now, it might be a little difficult. You're gonna have to give it a little gentle persuasion. Maybe hit the sensor with the old sensor with some WD-40. Just to, break it loose. But once you break it loose, this thing comes out easy. So far, I'm 7 minutes into the job. Only thing I do is plug this one up. So what you're gonna do is basically you're just reversing the process. That's it. All right, guys, this is the one of the harnesses that connects to whatever the hell it connects to. I don't know where the hell this thing goes. It goes up where my pinky finger is tapping. It's up in there somewhere. Anyhow, there might be some debris in here. So what I ended up doing was just get like a Q-tip and clean it out. That could have been what was causing the whole issue, but I'm not gonna put that old sensor back on there. So it's best to just replace the whole thing. So I just took a Q-tip, cleaned it out. So now it's as good as new. So let's install this thing back. All right, guys, what I'm essentially doing, I'm just gonna cover up the main sensor part in this harness because I'm gonna have to go back. When you go back in, there's gonna be a whole lot of dirt and debris and stuff. You don't want that to interfere with this. So I'm gonna just go in from the top, guide this down, and then I'm gonna tighten it up from the bottom, and I'm gonna just connect it at the top. But I'm gonna put a piece of tape over this, so just so won't nothing happen. Everybody, and just like that, it's all done. Got the new sensor installed right here, zip tied it to where the original zip tie was, because it had some slack in it, so I kind of modified it a little bit to where it won't be hitting anything, getting hot, and damaging the sensor. So only thing I gotta do is plug up the battery, see if I throw any codes, and I receive some damage. But hey, it is what it is. I swear, this quick jack it makes life so much easier. But let me tell you something about this. I was 7 minutes in. By the time I was done, it took me roughly, 12, 13 minutes, maybe 14 to do this. This is not that hard. And what tends to piss me off is the labor is not that hard. So why do shops charge so much to do something that's gonna take literally 23 minutes or so is beyond me. But everything's running. I'm not hearing no leaks. No check engine. Don't worry, that yellow light, that means it's just in park. It's not it's not a service engine soon light. But yep, everything is, I just got to reset everything in there. But that was probably one of the easiest things I've ever done. And if I do throw an engine code, I'll probably just have to get back under there and tighten it a little bit. Even though I tightened the shit out of it, I didn't want to over tighten it and, you know, strip the threads and whatnot. So, but since I'm feeling pretty good, I am going to give this thing a jump, start it up. I want to hear this thing so bad. Here's something I have to get reused to doing. Grabbing these. I went in the house, got the steering wheel, left the key. Went in the house to get the key, left the radio. Went in the house to get the radio, left the damn underglow. Because once you jump this car, the underglow is going to go haywire. It's just going to be on, so you have to manually shut it off. So I got to get reused to doing this. Anyhow, let's get this thing jump started. All right, guys, she got power. It's been on the charge for about 15 minutes. So let's see if she'll start. Ooh, she's still pretty weak. Yeah, let her charge for a little bit more. All right, let's try it again, boys. Almost there. Come on, baby. Still a little weak, just a little bit more. Here we go. Third time's a charm, baby. Ooh, she's almost there. She's almost there. Oh, she's almost there. She's almost there. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I guess the third time failed. Ah, screw it. Let's try it one more time. Let it charge a little bit more. Well, she's obviously getting stronger. Remember what I said about the lights going haywire? That doesn't happen until the battery gets a really good charge. But I'm going to have to manually shut that off. But as long as the jumper cables are connected, that's what's going to happen. So, she's getting stronger, boys. All right, here we go. It's all or nothing. Oh, God, yes. She lives. She lives, boys. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yep, she has a gas leak. Yeah, it's a very slow leak. So what I'm going to do is, before I may have said this earlier, before I even get a full-blown gas tank for this thing, I'm going to try a different product, because that JB Weld stuff, that shit does not work at all. Plus, I got to do some stuff to the radio, because last year when I was driving it, the radio, it kept going out. So maybe I have a short somewhere, or maybe like a wire harness or something isn't clamped all the way down. So I'm going to take that out and fix that up. But she runs. Yeah, boy, she runs. She's clean. Smells funny because it's been off forever. Have the oil changed and whatnot. No smoke. I mean, except the smoke that was coming out. That's coming out the back because, like I said, it hasn't been on. Old ass OZ wheel. But yeah, boy, she's perfect. Let's give it a quick rev. Why am I getting in the car to do that? I could just do that out here. The throttle is like this right here. Yeah, it's idling weird because the computer, it has to relearn everything. those car seat covers though. Yep, but I got gas right there. I could just put some more gas in it. So I just want to make sure this thing is running because it's going to be back on the road. I got to cut that underglow off. It's going to be back on the road next month when the car season jumps off. So she's alive, boys. Well, guys, come to find out, the radio in the OZ is this thing is dying. Okay, I had this thing since I had my Honda Civic, and that was back in 2009. So it was about time for this radio to go anyway. So speaking of radios, I'm about to go get one for the Subaru and the Lancer today. Screw it. I mean, just little basic cheap radios, about $80 radios, and the harnesses and whatnot. So yeah, it's not that big a deal. So yeah, let's go do that. Okay, guys, they didn't have the radio in stock, but they had it at their warehouse. So the radio I'm talking about is for the Subaru. I'm getting a double din. So I ordered the radio. It's coming from their warehouse, so they're gonna have it to me tomorrow. So in the meantime, I'm about to go to AutoZone because I have a whole bunch of points saved up, and I'm gonna get a cheap radio for the OZ because it needs one. So let's go over there and do that. That's crazy. Another Subie. Whew. All right, guys, this is the radio I got. This thing cost me $34. Now, the reason why it cost it, because it originally cost $50, but I had what's that, the AutoZone reward stuff, and I didn't even know I had that much money saved up. So I used that and got a discount. So it has the two things that I want, which is the USB and auxiliary. So let's get this thing open and see what all it came with. This is all it came with. Got brackets, mounting hardware, wire harnesses. Yep, this is it. Just a basic little radio. Now I gotta figure out how to, I know this face comes off. I gotta figure out how to take the face off. I don't see no eject button unless it's behind this this frame. So, damn, focus. So I'm gonna take this off and see what's going on. All right, man, getting this little clip off was a bitch, but I got it off. But this is the exact wiring harness for this car, so hopefully I don't have to go buy another one. So what I'm gonna do is just, where these clamp connectors are, I'm gonna just slice it off and just wire the new radio to it, clamp it down, heat shrink it, and that'll be it. Yep, so these are the ones that came with the radio, and I gotta take these off. So basically what you're gonna do is just match up the wires, that's it. And yeah, I was kind of confused at first because this specific radio has two separate harnesses, but you just match up the wires and you're good to go. All right, got the wiring harness all connected. The black wire I didn't need, and there was another wire. I think it was, where's this orange one? The orange one and the black one I don't need. Those are for like camera, like reverse cameras and stuff like that. So I didn't need those. So I'm gonna just put a piece of electrical tape around this one so it won't be exposed. And that one's already covered. The orange one's already covered up. So I'm gonna cover this one up, plug it up, and see what happens. Okay, everything's connected. We got power. Let's see if this thing will come on. Oh yeah, we have a radio in the OZ. Now I'm waiting. The other one, like I said, is gonna be here tomorrow. So let's get this thing set up so we won't have to do this shit again. All right, guys, I was sitting here chilling, getting my buzz on, as you can see, and the radio popped up. So let's go out and put this in. The thing is, I've already taken everything apart. So that way when the radio come in, the only thing I had to do is just wire the harness that came with this to the Subaru harness that I bought yesterday, and that'll be it. Okay, guys, that is gonna do it for today's video. It was simple. It was a pain in the ass getting that factory harness off of there from the factory radio, because those things been in there for so long, they just didn't come out with ease. So I had to kind of Hercules that motherfucking got it out of there. But I've already filmed the video for next Friday, and this was pretty big for me. So yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, so I'll see you on the next one. Deuces.